So this is Landmarks. It is a cooperative word association adventure game. We're all a group of friends.
Yeah.
And we found a treasure map. So we've decided to go to the island, find a treasure. We pack up, charter a boat, get out there, but today I was sick, I couldn't go. So I'm home, okay? But you're all on the island, you're super excited, you get out, and you're like, okay, where are we going? Who's got the map? I thought you had the map. I thought you had the map. No, I have the map, and I'm at home, okay? So we do have a radio, so we can communicate via radio. We start talking, and then there's a weird static that sets in. I don't know if it's sunspots or there's a curse from the island, but every message I send, only one word gets through. So I'm giving you one-word clues to help you navigate the island through different landmarks to help you find your way, to get treasure and get home without hitting too many pitfalls or getting cursed. There are maps in the game, and I've already chosen one and set it up. So each of the maps has 3 starting locations. And they give you some sample words. You don't have to use those. Or you could play the same map multiple times and just choose different words each time. That's fine. Maybe not back to back because everyone will know where everything is. Yeah. But those are your starting ones. So I've already done one here. So I'm going to give you a clue, a one-word clue, and you need to place it adjacent to a previously placed tile. It could be 1 or 2. If I'm doing it right, it's associated to one of those words to help you figure out where I want it. Mm-hmm. If it's associated with more than one, then it's a pretty good clue. I know exactly where I want it to go.
Right.
Hopefully. Doesn't mean that that's where you're going to place it, but let me give you this one. You would get to discuss, debate, decide where it goes. Okay?
Well, I see it's not Bill, probably.
You know what? Somebody yesterday was like, I know Bill Cannon. I bet it's Bill Cannon. Oh. And I was like, no. I think they were trying to throw me off. But, yeah.
That's like a cannon.
I mean, cannon.
My mailbox feels like it's been hit by a Bill Cannon. You know.
So I'd say Shipping Castle.
Okay, so go ahead and place it there.
All right.
Now, in the game, I will tell you that's where I wanted it to go. But in the game, I would just say, you're safe. It's a blank space. Nothing bad happens. Nothing good happens, but nothing bad happens, and that's good. Let me give you another one. All right, and these are all blank. I'm actually writing the words as we go. I do have a little bit of a scripted demo set up, although it looks like somebody messed with the demo, so I may have to write them anyway. All right, let me give you another word. All right, go ahead and place that one where you think it goes.
The water bill. And ship goes into the water.
Okay, place it where you think it goes.
Want to do the honors?
Great. And that is where I wanted it to go. And that actually, there was a treasure there. So I'd mark that you get a treasure. Okay, and that has unlocked the win condition. Like now you can win. You can't leave the island until you found at least one thing. It's either because you don't want to leave empty-handed, or maybe I don't want you to come home empty-handed because I want you to bring me treasure.
Right.
Okay, but you can't, if you find the exit before you've found any treasures, you're going to lose. Okay, but we haven't done that. That's good. Like if you had placed it here, it's fine. It doesn't end the game, but whatever was in that space happens instead. And now I still need to find a way to get you where I want you to go. So maybe I would have to find a clue that works for all 3 to get you there. But this is great. It worked out fine. I'll give you one more. How about that one?
Gates.
Okay.
Watergate. Bill Gates.
Watergate is also...
Castle Gates.
Well, there's only one Watergate, though.
Yeah.
Castle.
Yeah, I think you were right with yours, so let's put it there.
Okay, and that is exactly where I wanted it to go. Again, I would just say, great, you found an amulet. So I'd mark off an amulet. I'll tell you what that does in a second. So I start with 7 blank tiles here. This represents your water supply. If this ever runs out, you're going to die of thirst on the island. I don't want that to happen because then you won't bring me anything, right?
Yeah.
So I got to monitor this and make sure it doesn't get too low. If it gets kind of low and I don't think we're going to have enough to get out, I got to get you some water. I'm trying to get you to a water location. And if you land on a water location, you refill back to your water limit. There's like a stream and you refill your canteens or whatever. But you go back to 7. So I would add more blank tiles to bring it back to 7. If you hit a trap, you immediately lose a water.
Yeah.
And I mark off the top of your water limit. One of your canteens got damaged, but now you can only fill to 6. So as you take more damage, it really limits your range because the refill limit gets lower and lower. Okay? Traps won't lose you the game by themselves usually, but a curse is really the worst. So if you get cursed, you can't leave the island. It either, I don't know, a mystical barrier comes up and prevents you from leaving. You can't leave. Yeah. But there is an amulet, which you found one, that will cancel one curse. Now, if you find the amulet first, it blocks the curse. If you find the curse first, then the amulet, it cancels off the curse. It's fine. But if you find 2 curses,
game's over.
It's over.
It's
I
over.
can't help you. Now, it doesn't mean that you're bad at the game. It means that I'm either terrible at giving clues or I'm not really your friend and I actually wanted you to be stuck on the island. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh, is that a thing?
No.
Trader mechanic?
No. No, that's fine. All right, so the solid dots here represent all of the things that are on every single green map. Every map has 3 curses, has 4 traps, 3 water, and so forth. The hollow dots are the yellow maps. They add. So they're more complicated, they're harder to get through. Like, you got to go from here, somehow go and get treasure and get through, but you're probably going to hit some bad stuff at some point, right? But those are the yellow maps. If you're feeling
And the red.
a little ornery, you don't want to work together, you want to fight. Okay, you flip this over, you break into 2 teams, and you use the red maps. And the red maps are team-based. Okay? You get rid of the water, you get rid of the traps, but you still have the curses and everything else. And you're trying to find the treasures for your team before the other team finds their treasures. So you're going to have 2 people being the pathfinder, giving clues and telling them which landmarks to go to. And you're going to have the other teams working.
Okay.
So the goal is to get 4 treasures before the other team gets 4 treasures. There are treasures that are specific to each team. So if team 2 lands on a 1 treasure, team 1 gets it.
Right.
So you don't want to land on the other team's treasures. There are also some neutral treasures. Whoever gets it first gets the treasure. The team that goes second does start with an amulet for free, and then there's 1 on the island. So going second isn't so bad because you have some protection built in.
All right.
But it's 1 map, and you're both of the pathfinders are working from the same map. This is still where you land, right? But you'll notice, like, okay, I put down a clue. Let's say there's this film cream plumber. I put down a clue here that's there. Now the other person has to give a clue, but there's another word there that wasn't there. So, okay, fine. What if I gave a clue that went here, and then I'm trying to get them to give a clue that's associated with both of those to get them on a trap? You can kind of try to sabotage your opponent a little bit.
Yeah. You can,
It's
make it harder to
every
get.
single time a new clue comes out, it changes the board state, right? And also, that situation where somebody said Bill Cannon, well, what if I needed you to go here? Now I need to find a word that's Bill and Cannon that works for that, and that could be really tricky.
Yeah.
So it doesn't destroy the game, it doesn't end the game. You need a series of bad decisions probably to do that. But it can be tricky, it can be tough. So it really behooves you to come up with some great clues that really are focused on where you want people to go.
Very
So that's the whole game. It's $25, comes with everything you see here. And it says plays 2 to 10. I would say once you get beyond like 7 people, you probably want to break into teams and play 2 teams. Because then you've got 2 people giving clues and then the even amounts on each team.
Very cool. Well, thanks for showing us landmarks from Floodgate Games.
Absolutely.